What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Threezero Figzero 1/6 Ultraman Suit Zero. There's a lot of zeros in this, but there he is, Ultraman Zero. Ultraman Suit Zero in the Netflix Ultraman anime style. What this is it's part of a thing called like Ultraman Another World. So it's like it continues. This is not in the anime, well, at least not yet, but it continues, you know, designing like the Ultramans as Ultraman suit, all the Ultramans. So Ultraman Zero obviously is a major one, and it's really cool to see him done up like this. This is a beautiful box. Look at the gold foil. Anyway, I want to thank Threezero for sending this over for review. That's right, my zillions. We have a Threezero reviewer here, and this is very cool. I'm really appreciative about that. Been wanting to review more Threezero. You guys know I'm going to be doing that Voltron soon, but right now we're going to focus on Ultraman Suit Zero. It looks really good in the box. If you haven't seen it, I did an unbox, like kind of, you know, music reel video. So do check that out if you haven't checked it out. But we're going to open this in a second anyway. So without any further ado, let's get started. And here is Zero out of the package. And I want to say right away, man, this really captures Ultraman Zero really well in this style. I love that the colors are reflective, the head, but it has that, you know, anime Ultraman feel, and I really, really like that. But, man, it really feels like Ultraman Zero too, so kudos there. That is absolutely fantastic. So let's look at this guy in full, shall we? Look at the back, man. This back is just so good. Look at this metallic red. Love it. Look at that little dorsal fin. Love it. All of this work in here. Can you see that, man? That is insane. There is small little type here and there and up here. That's bananas. Beautiful work on this back. The metallic blue looks excellent. Look at that. And you got this nice big buff flap here. That looks really good as well. The side panels here. These straps. This kind of Kelvar looking stuff here. That's absolutely gorgeous, man. And we're just looking at his back. But I love, you know, these straps are like gunmetal, and that looks fantastic. So, really, really good stuff. Continuing on in the back here, the back of the legs look really good. Beautiful sculpt work. Back of the knees look good. All the way down here, again, you got gunmetal, that's candy, metallic red. All these little rivets and stuff. All of it looks really good. The bottom of the feet. Oh, man, there's a Threezero symbol at the bottom of that foot. It's upside down right now, but we can turn it around now. Why not? Look at that. Look at all the work in the bottom of the feet. Are you kidding, guys? That's incredible. Then going over to the top of the feet. They look gorgeous. You got these, you know, these things are obviously a little bit loose, but it's there so you can move the articulation well. So I really don't mind that much. They're flappy, but it's not really a thing that I'm harping on, because the rest of the feet look amazing. I mean, these parts look really good too. Nice silver, looks really good. All the sculpt work looks great. Look at the rest of the leg. That looks fantastic on both sides. Just absolutely gorgeous. I like his like kind of pointy toes. I think that looks pretty good. The knee pads look awesome. Beautifully done there. Then the front of the legs, the thighs here look really good. Again, the reds and the blues and metallic look awesome. Here's the full piece of armor on the, you know, the side of the legs. Again, you got all these little rivets in there. Oh man, this looks so good. So good. The Krajiji here, looking good as well. In between, again, you got like this. It's not. I said Kelvar before, but it's more. I don't know what it's like. It's cool. It looks like it would be like rubber. It's not, but it looks like it would be. Then the sides here, you got some more print there. That looks awesome. Oh my god. I believe it says, what does it say? Ultraman Suit Zero? Ultraman Suit Zero, and then some other stuff. Looks really cool. That's on both sides, by the way. So that looks awesome. Then moving upward here into the midsection, you got blues and that red again. The gunmetal straps, the silver pieces, the side again, the Under Armour, you know what I'm saying? All of that looks great. And the chest is phenomenal. Really nicely done. Again, you got the symbol there. Got some danger there. You got all of this work in here. Look at these little holes here and these like wider holes, I guess. And then all of this cool like panel line, you know, for lack of a better term, within. It just brings everything out, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you got the color timer here, which looks really good. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. But all of this looks great. Even the neck here looks really good. Love it. Again, you got little rivets here and there all around, which looks fantastic. Then moving on to the shoulders, you got nice armor there, and then armor here, which is kind of like the ones on those legs. Very well done. Then on the inside of the arms, you got some muscle definition, which looks shaded. That looks amazing. I absolutely love how all of this looks. The red just looks phenomenal, honestly. Then you got a little work in there. You got work within the joint, of course, which is good. And then this gauntlet here is so good. It's very reminiscent of the, you know, regular Ultraman, and I like that because that's one of my favorite parts of the armor. Are these gauntlets? You got really small type in here, but this is just beautifully done. Love it. Really good. Looks phenomenal on both sides. Absolutely love it. The fists are phenomenal. You got some work up here, which looks great. All that Under Armour again looks awesome. You can see like all the joints and stuff here in the hand. And that just looks so good. Just to look at the other side. Beautiful stuff on both sides, man. Nothing to complain about here at all. Just look at this work. Holy cow. This is excellent. And then looking at this head sculpt. Love it. The little green jewel in the middle looks awesome. The eyes look awesome. We're going to look at the eyes a little bit further as well. You know, same thing as that. But they look really good. Translucent yellow plastic there. The mouth looks great. A lot of nice panel lining here on the head, as you can see. And it all brings out those details so nicely. You can see it more on the side here. Just excellent. The eye sluggers look incredible on the head. You got some red up here, which looks great. Oh, man. This is just a phenomenal head. Look at that. I love it. You got more writing in here. Locking mechanism. That's so superb. Honestly. Warning. Eye slugger up there. Back of the head. Wow. Just tremendous, guys. Look at the inside of the sluggers. Top of the head. Just stunning, guys. Just stunning. All in all, looks-wise, man, this thing is just outstanding. It is gorgeous. What a piece. You know, like, I don't get to look at a lot of 1/6 stuff here, but this one is just... wow. I'm just blown away from top to bottom. Proportions are a little odd, but they're in line with the proportions of, like, any figure I've gotten from this series. If you've seen any of my, like, SHF ones, it's pretty much like this, you know? Kind of like really long legs, a little bit of a shorter body. Yeah, I mean, proportionally, it works with how these suits look. So, you know, if there is one thing I you know, could have pointed out, it would have been that, but I have experience with these, you know, this line of figures, this Ultraman line. So, you know, brand, I should say, Ultraman brand. This particular line, Figzero, is new to me in this scale. But this is just outstanding. It just blows me away, you know, without having to look at anything else, articulation, accessories. Just a figure on its own is just so, so good. This figure also has die-cast, though, so, you know, just to point that out, these back pieces here are die-cast. The knee pieces, I believe, are die-cast. The feet feel like they're die-cast here. There's a little bit of die-cast in this guy, and that's phenomenal. Like, if you feel around, you know, some things feel like die-cast, but then the longer you know, realize it's probably not. But definitely, you know, bottom here, back here, these pieces are all die-cast, and that's always appreciated. So, articulation on this guy, let's see how well I could do it here. The head moves nicely, which is great. The body joint moves very good as well. You dig that? You move side to side as well, which is excellent. The shoulders move like so. This does move. Goes forward, goes back. Swivel at the bicep. You have a double jointed elbow, which works phenomenally. The wrists do move around on this joint here. See that, how that moves? You can see it better like that, I think. But it works very well. That's like a nice peg joint, by the way. See? And this thing came out. That's interesting. Didn't expect that to happen. But that's pretty good. The legs have a drop-down joint, so you can go outwards quite a bit. Do be careful with that. So that's how much that moves. Again, drop down is your friend. Kicks forward. Do be careful over here. This could scrape. So it goes back, goes forward. Something fell. His hand fell. Then you got a double jointed knee, which is good. And then the foot rocks back and forth really well, which is awesome. Forward motion is really nice. Backwards motion is really good. It like moves up here, which is fantastic, and then even further down here. So that is awesome. Again, these are flappy and they move out of the way for you. So a lot of great ankle joint movement, which is phenomenal. So very, very good articulation for this big 1/6 scale. For accessories, besides the hands he has on, we get a bunch of different hands here. We have these splayed out hands for, you know, beginning to fight. We have these chopping hands or beam hands, which look really good. Then you got like a couple of holding hands. All of these look beautiful. And then you got this V-pose hand, or like, you know, could be peace hand, you know. Looks pretty good. All of these are just excellent. You know, beautiful sculpt, beautiful paint on them. Really, really nice details. So, yeah, good stuff. And for weapons, first up, we have this piece, which is just called the adapter grip piece. But at the same time, it's its own blade. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a blade. So, on its own, it looks like what it's supposed to be. And then, you know, you have a hand here. You put the hand around. It goes in really nice. So, and then, as you've seen, these hands come out pretty easy. They don't just fall out, but, you know, they don't give you any resistance either, so that's nice. There you go. So, there's a one weapon. To add to that, then you got this force shield generator, which looks really, really good. Again, you got a small type on there, done in silver here, some gunmetal panel lines and stuff. This can just attach to this, like so. And this on its own just looks really good. So, nice blade. The sculpt is really good on it. So, you know, just, I didn't really talk about it in those terms, but it looks really good just on its own. And again, boom. Now you got that, and that looks really, really good. And then you got these huge Zero Slugger Hawks. Look at the size of these things. They are incredible. The handles look really good. You got a lot of little type on there. Again, beautiful sculpt work throughout. The paint is excellent. Again, silvers and gunmetals all working together in perfect harmony. Really dig these. These look so good from any angle. And yeah, you just, you know, could pop them in his hands. Like so. Oh. There we go on that. And, you know, just to put this one like this. Yeah. Look at that. That's pretty excellent, guys. That is pretty excellent. Finally, we do get these two other little pieces, but these are not something on their own. What these are the beginning of combining all the weapons. That's right. First up, take this apart. These things you're not going to need anymore. Then you take this and you slide it in like that. Do the same with the other one, like so. Then you bring in this piece, and this is going to go in like this. Like that. And then this one will go on the other side, like so. Wait, like, oh. That, I think, should stay on. It says a little bit of both, but I kind of like it on. But we'll look at that further in a second. This is not going in all the way for me. Yeah, actually it is. So there you have this giant weapon all together. And again, you can take this off if you want. I don't think it looks as good. I think it looks really cool with this kind of covering on there. I don't know, it just makes it look more majestic. So yeah, giant combo weapon looking amazing. How cool is that? That looks so good, guys. That is just tremendous. I really love it. One thing I want to mention with these two things is I wish you were able to pop these back here like wings. How cool would that have been? I feel like that would have been just phenomenal looking. You know what I'm saying? And I think it would have worked really, really well. I feel like it was just a little shy of opening up enough to fit him, but oh well. I just thought that would have been cool. So I mentioned the color timer, I mentioned the eyes, and that's because this guy does have a light up feature, which you can see here, the directions to put these on. I did have to wait to get the proper batteries. These said AG1, which translated to all of that. So I did have to wait to get some batteries in for this particular figure. Now, I do want to mention the fit was perfect for the chest light, which goes in from the back, as you saw. And from the top, though, the fit was a little loose. And I don't know if it's the batteries, because sometimes that happens. The batteries just, you know, depending on the brand, run a little bit bigger or smaller. Or if the connection up there was a little loose. I've had that happen before. This is not something that is new for me personally with figures, import figures. So what I usually do when that happens is I take a little sheet of like tinfoil, really small, maybe double it up just a bit, really small, put it in between the batteries just to thicken up just that much. You know, it does, you know, it is conducive. So that is all I needed to do for that to work. So let's check this out. We will shut our lights for you a bit, at least, you know. So it is daytime here, so there you go. There is the chest light. It's pretty good. Lights up pretty well, I would think. Yeah, that's not bad. And then for the head, you do have to remove the top part. And you have to turn it on right there. See? Lights went on nicely. Like so. They are lit up. And that's how it looks, you know, almost completely dark. So, pretty cool. pretty cool. As you can see, the light shines through the green part as well, the green jewel. So that's rather neat. And that's how everything looks lit up, you know, with the lights on. So you can still see that everything is lit up pretty well. For your size comparisons, first up, here are some various Ultraman figures. We got a movie monster series, we got an SHF, we got what is that, Ichiban Show, Master Line, whatever they call that, as well as an old school Ultra Act, Ultraman Zero. Obviously the rest are from the series, but you know, if it felt like, you know, it's a Zero suit, Ultraman Zero, why not? You can see that's a really big figure, but not so big that he's not in the proper scale with other 1/6 figures. Here is the Sideshow Jack Burton and the Gigantex Gridman, who obviously, you know, he's a like a big giant guy, so not really in scale, but you know, that 12-inch size scale. And my final thoughts, this is a really cool figure, guys. It feels really good. It's got like an awesome build to it. I love the diecast. I love the weapons. Those are really cool. The light up features work fine. You know, again, I did have a little bit of trouble with the head, but, you know, I was able to overcome that. As long as the lights were working, I knew what I was dealing with as soon as I felt like the batteries were a little loose fitting in the head. Again, it's happened to me before with various figures. You know, again, just put some, you know, aluminum foil in between those batteries and you should be good to go. You know, just sticking it up to as loose as it is, right? The back one for the chest worked perfectly, so no problems there at all. And this is a really cool figure. I mean, it helps that I love the Netflix Ultraman, and Ultraman Zero is one of my favorite Ultraman. So this was right up my alley. You know, I don't do a ton of 1/6 figures, but man, when I do, I'm glad it's like characters that I really like. So good choice, Threezero, for sending this one over. This was awesome, and I really do thank you guys for sending it over. It's been a real pleasure to review this figure. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.